Sure, it's been actually pretty special. I sat down with the namesake, the nephew, who's actually named after Corporal Lord. He's 88 years old. He actually lives in St. Albans, Vermont, so he's local here in Vermont. He's great. He's a character. He loved his uncle, the history behind his uncle, and the story that he represents within his family. You know, for them, he is a family hero. So he's very proud to know that we as a state are going to honor his family, but more importantly, honor Corporal Lord, so that his legacy is never forgotten.
Today we're gathered here to commemorate a true war hero who exemplified the values of Vermont and the patriotism of our nation. Corporal Lord's story is timeless. As I'll describe more in depth after reading today's proclamation, it tells a story of a young man who lived life to its fullest and left this earth far too early. But as we all know, and he surely knew when enlisting, stepping up to protect and serve state and nation comes with considerable sacrifices, including the possibility of paying the ultimate price.
He's one that my grandfather called the heroes of World War I. So that's the reason it was important for me to be here, to stand in for my grandfather, to honor his Corporal Lord's memory, and meet his relatives, and to say, you know, these are the true heroes of the war, and they should not be forgotten. It was very uplifting to see a community turn out to honor someone that gave their life 100 years ago. As a veteran, it's very heartening to see that people do remember, and it gives you kind of a great feeling to think veterans aren't forgotten, and if they'll do it for somebody 100 years ago, maybe they won't forget us who are veterans since World War I.
So this poem was written by my grandfather in thanksgiving for those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that he could continue to persevere in the job that he was sent over there to do also during World War I. They died for France like countless thousands more, who in this war have faltered not to go at duty's bidding, even unto death. And yet no deaths that history records were fraught with greater consequence than theirs. A nation shuddered as their spirits passed, and unborn babies trembled in the wombs in sympathetic anguish at their fate. Far from their homes and in ungainful strife, they gave their all in that they gave their life. While their young blood shed in this distant land shall be more potent than the dragon's teeth to raise up soldiers to avenge their fall. Men talk of sacrifice, but theirs was none. Death found them unafraid and free to come before their God in righteous battle slain. And their youthful forms, all dank and stiff, all stained with trampling in unlovely mud, we laid to rest beneath the soil of France, so often honored with the hero slain, yet never greater than on this day when we interred our first dead in her heart. There in France let them rest, wrapped in her verdant arms. Their task well done. Now, from the smoke-veiled sky, they watch our khaki legions press to certain victory because of them who showed us how to die. It's a heavy lineage, but we all know that it can have a happy ending. Let's stay connected and make freedom's backbone our world.
In this case, we believe that the armory was dedicated back in the 50s, but not a lot of people knew that. There wasn't any type of plaque or name on the facility to really, confirm that legacy in his name. And we're looking forward to dedicating another plaque in Corporal Lord's name so that the soldiers of Swanton will see that every day when they enter that armory.